Hello, everyone. We wish you guys were here with us in person, but unfortunately, Hurricane Ida came and just snatched all of our plans up. We are back with a virtual pre-recorded STF meeting. The team is here. We are all the OGs of the team. So we just want to say hello and welcome. We're going to quickly introduce our new members. So let's get them on the screen. And I'm going to remove myself, and just one by one, you guys can just say your name, your experience, years of teaching, etc., just to kind of introduce yourself to the STF.
Hey, how are you? I'm Mrs. Bannister, and this is my first year as EdTech technology facilitator. I have been a teacher since 2008. That was long ago. I love animals, and I love teaching math and reading.
Hi, my name is Belinda Bailey, and I'm new to the EBR system. My background is in teaching French. I've been a teacher for 12 years, and 2 of those years I was a tech coach in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, so I'm really excited to be here, part of the team.
Hi, I'm Charlicia Cokes. This is my 14th year in EBR. I spent 12 of them in the classroom, 8 teaching pre-K. I'm just happy to see you guys today.
All right, thank you guys so very much. So on the screen, you guys will see our agenda. This will be all in our Canvas course for easy access for everyone. It is a hyperdoc, so as you kind of maneuver through, we have a lot of different links to just kind of give some extra resources to you guys. So first up, we have some housekeeping, EdTech related. So our support requests. Nikki will talk more about communication, but we would like everyone to use this support request for all things ed tech, as well as anything else like maybe CNI related, ESS related, etc. So it's fairly easy to maneuver. You just do the basic information right here, demographic information, and then for ed tech related items, you'll just choose that team, hit next, and then you'll specify what kind of support you would like to have. So if you choose the first item, EdTech Team Platform Support, it's going to have you choose the platform. And the cool thing is I have it filtered, not filtered, but I have it formatted to where if you choose Nearpod or Clever, when you hit the submit button at the very end, it will be sent to that admin from our team. So if you choose Clever, Brittany will receive your support request and she'll be able to provide support or either send it to your district assigned person for them to support you within your site. Same thing for the other sites also, or for the other platforms, I should say. And then going back to the other types of support, whichever you choose, it will go to that assigned facilitator. They will have it and they can provide support and follow up with you guys as needed. So please use this support request to support any assistance for any EdTech platforms or just overall technology integration. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Ms. Washington.
Hey, you guys, welcome back after Miss Ida has touched down. We're glad to be back. But we do have to clear up some things with our communication protocol. Just like with anything, we have new leadership, there's different protocols. We want to make sure we are up to date with our protocols. So let's talk about emails. When you send an email, make sure you send that email to your district site facilitator. So whoever your DTF is, your district technology facilitator, make sure that email is sent to them so that they are in the know of what's going on and you can communicate directly with them during that time. And you should only really email your person. That's why we're assigned our different regions. Only email the person that's over your region. They'll be glad to assist you. There's really no need to CC or add any additional unneeded people in the email. We will ask that you refrain from doing that. For example, Dr. Haney, she literally gets a million emails, so don't add her on any unnecessary emails. And if you personally know her, then you know that she has to clear those emails before she can rest at night. So if at all possible, please do not CC unnecessary people in those emails. Just email your district contact and we'll be glad to assist you with your issues if it is something that we can assist you with. If not, we'll try to get you to the right place. Thank you with your support on that. Our next protocol that I would like to go over is give us some time when you send us an email, your district technology facilitator, give us some time to actually get it done or respond. Give us at least 24 hours because you have to remember we're here at the office, but also we have all of the schools in the region to visit and support and get requests to. So we're not at our desk all day. We do go and drive around. So we're pretty mobile. So we're not able to respond immediately to emails. If we are, we do. But most of the times we're not able to. So give us that grace of 24 hours to respond to your email and we'll get back to you. And just remember on the weekends, you will not get a response back unless that person just has their notifications on. They want to respond, but normally we'll respond back on the next business day, that Monday. So just keep those things in mind when you email us. We want to assist you and get you, assisted as soon as possible, but give us a little grace because we are mobile people. We're always on those four wheels driving around, and we want everyone to be safe and not worried about checking emails and driving because that's against the law. We don't want to text and drive and things like that. So thank you with your support on that. Also, we would like your help with this. The teachers at your schools and your admins, that's fine to contact us, but we're getting a lot of influx of emails from teachers. You should be their first contact. If the teachers at your school have any questions or concerns about simple things, as the STF, that's kind of a part of your stipend. Try to assist and answer those questions for them. And then, if it's not something you can assist them with, then of course, reach out to us and we'll be glad to support you with that. But you should be the first contact for your staff. So, thank you with your support on that. And I don't have many more. You're probably like, oh my gosh, but I have three more. All right. The next thing, please make sure you're submitting help desk tickets. So if you're having technical issues, Wi Fi, internet connections, things going on with devices, make sure you're submitting those help desk tickets. We try to help as we can. So if we are there on campus and it's something that we can maybe assist you with, yes, we don't mind, but make sure you're following the protocol. Don't just email or call us and ask us, can we come and look at your computers. Make sure you're following a protocol and actually submit those help desk tickets. That's something that IT needs a reference of how many tickets and how many issues we had in our district, or if they're having network issues when a ticket is going in or submitted, we have documentation. So make sure you're submitting your teachers as well. Submit those help desk tickets for technical issues because you have to remember we're not actually IT. We do support them. We work in technology as well, but we're actually instructional technology. That is our main focus. So just remember to place those help desk tickets in because we got a lot of emails about at the beginning of the school year, we got a lot of emails about I don't have my username yet. That's not our issue, but we get all the emails. We have to wait till HR gets those people in the system. And then once they get processed, then they can go into pass and get their username and password. So just make sure you and your staff are placing in those help desk tickets. Thank you for your support on that. All right, two more things, you guys. When you're wanting any requests, Dr. Haney's when request, please submit this support request. On the support request, you're able to give us dates and times that will work for you so we don't have to go back and forth on, okay, does this date, does this time work for you? And we know exactly what you need support with. Submit the support request to your district technology facilitator for whatever request that you need, and we'll get back to you in a timely manner, I promise, and we'll help you with that support request. So we're going to get back into the process of filling that out instead of just sending an email or going back and forth in an email. Please submit the support request and we'll follow up with you guys. We greatly will appreciate it because, like I said, we've been influxed with a lot of emails. Last thing, please make sure you're reaching out to the proper departments for your concerns or needs. We get a lot of questions that are not pertaining to us at all. For example, curriculum specific questions. You need to reach out to the proper people in curriculum to get those questions answered. We don't want to give you the wrong or misinformation. So please make sure you're reaching out to those proper departments. We can only assist you with tech integration, things like Clever, things that we support, Nearpod, coming in, doing some side by side teaching, integrating technology, those type of things with our department. So please make sure you can help us with that by submitting those requests to the proper departments at this time. So you guys, thank you so much for cooperating with us on our communication protocols. And I know you will. So thank you for your participation, and we'll go ahead on to Cami updates.
My name is Bonnie, and my hobby is talking while I'm on mute. Um, so a lot of, make sure I got it right. So a lot of you are doing like contact tracing and turning in seating charts and all that stuff because of COVID. And I wanted to let you in on this link is linked on the STF agenda. Now Cami has like a digital seating chart resource. So teachers, it's done for them. And I mean, not just for COVID, it's really great, for substitutes, anything like that. But right here are the links. So right now, we're not going to have a lot of group work or, rows, but all teachers need to do is click here and it's going to bring that up for them. Now they have to open it with their Cami. They'll click open it with Cami. And, they can choose whether they want to run this. This is it's not necessary. But anyway, so then they'll be able to edit it. And it's really neat. You can do all these different things. Some teachers can even, like, if you want, you can have, like, record how you say students' names. Because, it's very important, and it personalize it for the kids. So you can either have the kids say it in there or you can say it just by clicking on here. But teachers can really get in and type this up and share it quickly with admin. Like I said, because I know a lot of people are doing seat and charts and that kind of stuff for contact tracing. So this is just another tool in your tool belt. If you're doing a different way, that's cool. But I wanted to let you know about this because it could save you, your teachers, your admin time in the future. So I know that was fast, but the link is right there on the agenda. So feel free to just use that, share it with your teachers, however that suits your school best.
All right. So now we're going to talk about Clever, which is the hot topic this year for some reason. So we're going to get right into Clever. As the STF at your schools, you are now an STL in Clever. So if you weren't before, you should have gotten a different option today when you logged in. I think I added everyone. So if you didn't get different options today, go ahead and send me an email so I can go ahead and clear that up for you. Let's see. And we're going to get right into Clever and what it means to be an STL and some of the things that you can do. We're not going to get into the whole presentation today, but we're going to say some of the things that you can do right now. So when you log into Clever, you go ahead and hit login with Google. And you'll click your name, put your password in. And now you'll see two different options. You should have login as a teacher, and you should also see login as a staff. To do your STL work, you want to go ahead and hit login as a staff. And you'll get this dashboard that's going to come up. So this is different for some people. Some of you already had this before, but now when you log in as a staff, you can download those badges yourself for your school, your students and your teachers. So if you click on badges, you will only have your school. You're going to see the downloaded badges, how many badges you've already downloaded at your school, and how many new badges you have. So you can download all of them at once by hitting on on all, and you can do the new one. So like Arlington Prep, they have 2 new badges, which means they probably got 2 new students in at their school. So those 2 new badges, they can go in and hit the new ones. Once you click it, I'm not going to click there since they're new. Let me go down to this one. Once you click on new or all, is going to tell you that a link has been downloaded to your email. So you won't just be able to see it at the bottom of your screen. You're going to have to go to your email. Sometimes it takes a few minutes. It might take 10 to 30 minutes, but you will get an email, and in that email you'll get a zip file with all of those new badges. So I just got my email in. I could go in and I can unzip that file and download those badges and give it to those students. Remember that that's students' private information, so please don't put this in a place that everyone can see it. Keep it private and give it to those students as they need it. I've already shared with teachers that they can go in and download the badges themselves on their teacher pages, but as the STL, you can download everyone's badge by going to your dashboard as staff and clicking on badges. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is troubleshooting logins. So you can troubleshoot the logins for the people at your school. If you go right down here to where it says troubleshoot logins, you can type in a student or a teacher at your school. You can type in their name. So I type in Nikki as an example. Start typing their name in. You're going to be popped up with the different options. I click on her name, and then I can choose the app that she's having trouble with. So if she's having trouble with, let's say, Amplify, I can click here, scroll down, find Amplify, and I can see that it's a district issue, and that will be a support request. So I can go in and put that support request in because this is a district issue. Sometimes it's just user error, and you can go in and impersonate those people to see if it is user error, if it's something that needs to go in a little bit deep. Okay, let's see. That's the main two things that we want to talk about today is your badges and your troubleshooting your logins. So make sure if you are impersonating someone, make sure you have their permission first because they will send them an email saying that you impersonated them. So please don't just go in impersonating everybody on your staff. Get their permission first if they have any troubleshoot. I mean login trouble, and then you can troubleshoot their logins. Let's see. Oh, and remember, Clever is synced with JCampus. So you have to make sure that your JCampus rosters at your schools are correct before anything they can go into Clever, because Clever, we don't go in and create the usernames and passwords for our teachers and students through Clever. We just look at it through JCampus. So if it's not rostered correctly in JCampus, for example, if your teacher, your student is not rostered to a math class, they won't be able to access those math resources that the district has. So make sure before you go in and say that they can't access it, that their JCampus rosters are completely correct. And I think that's about it for Clever right now. Um, Make sure that you are filling out that support request if you need any type of support with Clever, and I'll be happy to come and help you.
All right, Canvas, our friend Canvas. So I just have just a few things with Canvas. Make sure you check Canvas frequently. If you haven't noticed, we do post announcements in Canvas. If anything's coming up, are there any issues, can't clever issues or anything with one of the platforms that we know of, we'll place it there in Canvas. So definitely check that for updates there. Also, Canvas is board approved. We're shortly here we'll have the SIS upload done, and the teachers will now find it soon that their students will be uploaded. So just be aware that that's coming soon. So make sure that you're utilizing that. And remember, this is our transition year for Canvas. So this is the year that our team is providing support all school year long. So reach out to your district technology facilitator. We in some schools we already scheduled to come each school we've already for some schools we've already scheduled to come at least once a month to do some type of training. That way by the end of the year everybody's ready to go and make the transition. So let us know how you want us to provide that support. We'll be glad to work around your schedules to come in and provide that support. We want everyone to feel comfortable when the transition happens the next school year. So let us know how we can support you, but your district technology facilitator will be that person to support you with that, because remember we have to be creative this year because we don't have any cushion for professional development days. So we're coming into PLCs or after school to do trainings at least once or twice a month. So just reach out to us for support with Canvas and remember to check it frequently for any updates. All right. So this year we're doing something different and fun. We're going to release a newsletter, a EBR Tech Talk newsletter each month. And we want your participation as the STF. This is one of your requirements to make sure you share this with your staff. Our goal for next month is to actually come in and like post this in your break room for your staff. Next month we'll have QR codes. This one is digital. It's just too much going on to get it printed and have it out. You guys know it's just too much going on. So hopefully our goal is next month or by November to start having them printed as well. And we can place it like in the break room and the teachers could read it while they're waiting at the vending machine or something to get some quick tech updates. So we will be releasing these each month. Also, and everything it'll be featured. Different things will be featured. You get tips here. One thing I want to talk about, what we want you guys to help us clear up: Google. Let's do a rumor control real quick. Google is here to stay. Please tell your teachers and staff to continue to use all of their Google tools. It's not going anywhere. We still have it. Now, there is one thing that you should know. We did not purchase Google Workspace for Education Plus. We have the free edition. So that means we may be short a few features. For example, if you continue to use Google Meet, you can only have 100 users on it, and you can't do the breakout room. That's not included in the free version. But Google Meet is still there. Google Classroom is still here. Google Docs, all of those things are still here. They're not going anywhere. We are still lovers and supporters of Google. Google is here to stay. So please help us clear up that rumor. So these are the type of things you'll find on our talk, our ABR Tech Talk each month. So we'll be releasing new information at the bottom of the Tech Talk. We want your participation for your staff and you. First of all, let's get active on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe and follow us. We want you guys to subscribe and follow us. Even subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. We have our website here. And for your participation, we have some prizes that we will be giving away this year. So the teachers will be able to scan this QR code. But for this one, they can also just click on it and it'll take them to a Google form, and there are some steps here, quick things that you need to do to for your chance to win, and we'll pick a winner here. So we need you to just fill in your name, your school site, respond to the question, like and comment and subscribe on one YouTube link from our newsletter. And we'll pick a winner. The winner will be announced here. We'll personally deliver your prize to you, and we'll keep this going all year. So we want to get real active with our district and our social media, so that because we have to be creative on ways that we can communicate with you guys since the communication protocol has changed. So I hope you guys enjoy our newsletter and getting active with us on our social media, because we do post, but we need some more subscribers. We want some more participation there. So check us out and help us get active by letting your staff know as well. So share this out, and I will be posting this in Canvas as well. Thank you guys.
All right, next we have Ms. Johnson Smith with Nearpod.
Hello, everyone. I am here to give you all updates. Welcome back. We have a few new updates in our Nearpod. I am going to share this so that you can see our screen. Right now in our Nearpod, we are able to have our Eureka Math modules. They have been uploaded for grades kindergarten through 12th grade. To access these modules, you would simply just go to your shared libraries. Once you get to your shared libraries, you would click on the district library. That will bring us to our topics here. We have data assessment, English language arts, math, science, social studies, and technology trainings. We would click on math. Once you click on math, you will see that it has been divided into the grade levels. We have the elementary, the middle, and the high school, and each module is listed by the grade levels. If you need any assistance in accessing those modules, if you need assistance in getting those modules in your personal library to use with your students and to edit it to your liking for your students, please feel free to reach out. All the modules are available here for you to use, and they were created by the most awesome teachers right here in our district. Another new feature that we have this month is our live lesson to student pace lesson. And what this does is it allows students to work at their own pace through the Nearpod. So if you are actually in a live lesson, and we're going to go through a live lesson here, and you have students that are able to work ahead within the lesson. Let me share this one. And you have students that are able to work ahead within the lesson. They could go ahead and proceed in the lesson, and you can give them that feedback that would be prescribed just specifically for them. So in order to do that, you would open up your lesson like you would do any other lesson. And at the bottom, there is a tab that says Student Pace. If you click on student pace, it would allow you to turn that mode off and on based on the number of slides. This lesson has 20 slides to it. You can pick where you want your students to start and stop at their own pace. Let's just say, for instance, I wanted them to go from slide 2 to slide 14. Once I turn that on, those students are able to work at their own pace up to slide 14, and I can give them that individualized feedback that they need. And lastly, there have been some changes to our Nearpod account within our district. Normally, we would see that we would have various content in our library that would be available for us to use within our Nearpod content library. Right now, we will no longer have the English language learners, the digital citizenship and literacy, college and career exploration, historical perspectives, or the social emotional learning. You can search within the Nearpod library for various lessons, but these individual specific contents will no longer be available. And if at any time you need assistance with Nearpod with accessing lessons or creating lessons, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We are here to help. Thank you.
Hello, welcome back from our little, I don't want to say staycation because for most people it was not a vacation. So we hope everyone has come back and has made some adjustments. We know that we're still in the process of getting some things together before we can run as usual, but we are happy that we have everyone back safe and sound. I'm going to speak to you all today about our Destiny Resource Manager record requests, as well as our Chromebook inventory. And so what you see on the screen is simply a request form that you will have access to. You have the link on uh, the agenda that you have today. What you basically will do is if there is a record that you need created for a textbook, for a teacher's manual, an instructional kit, or even for technology such as not just your Chromebooks or your um, desktops, but also if you have a new camera on your campus, if you have a new printer on your campus, you would be able to have a record created for that. And so what you would do is you fill out your information at the top, identify what type of record you are requesting. Once you do that, then it will skip to this section of the form that you would need to fill out based on the type of resource that you are getting a record added for. And once you do that, you will, if it is adding a record, then you would check add. So I would know that I need to add it. If there's a record that was put in and you needed it removed, then you can say that too, and we'll work on that. You would identify the resource type. And then you would give as much information as possible about that particular item. Sometimes you may not have all of the details for that. You may not have the packing slip. So just fill in as much as possible about that item, and then I can go in and create that particular record for that device. And so what you would do is just making sure the purchase price is also important. And that is important because if it has to be replaced, then the school would need to know what information or how much that particular item costs, especially if it was purchased with some type of funding source, then you would definitely need to make sure that it is documented about that particular item. If there are any supporting documents that you would need to provide, you can upload those, and those supporting documents would be things like with the Amplify Science kits, they came with a grade level inventory list of every item that was available in each kit. And so you can upload that and I can attach that to the record so that you would be able to have that at the end of the year when those kits are being checked back in. One of the things that I want to make sure that you remember is to identify exactly what type of record you are putting in, because that is going to make the difference based on the type of information that you are putting into the system. So make sure if it's a teacher resource kit, please make sure that you upload or you identify the individual items that are in that kit, because just saying that it is a kit, many kits come with leveled readers, they come with manipulatives, they come with teacher resources and student resources. And so in order to have an accurate record of what came in that kit so that you can keep an accurate inventory, it is important that you identify that. So you don't have to fill all that information out, but we do need you to scan and upload that so that I can see those things and I can make sure that I add those details to the record. And now the next thing is our Chromebook distribution and retrieval. So this form was created in order to kind of go through the ins and outs of the beginning of the year and the end of the year checklist. One thing that we want you all to make sure of, because we know that it was extremely hectic the last couple of ending of school years, we need to make sure that teachers understand their role in the end of the year Chromebook check-in process. And so there's a checklist on here to identify what the teachers should do in their classroom prior to them turning those items in. One of the things that we ran into this year is that a lot of the schools did not take the covers off of the devices. So those devices, when we were there either assisting a school with checking Chromebooks out, they were still dirty from the previous person who had the item. And so we don't want to do that. So we would need, at the end of the year, the teacher should make the students responsible for taking their covers off and doing a wipe down. And so the next thing, part of this document, is suggestions for preparing to collect the devices. And so it kind of goes through those different things that the classroom teacher would do prior to them giving it to you, and then some of the things that you can do once they are in your possession. So this is just another end of the year Chromebook form. And so you would, each student's Chromebook, if it is fine, then you can just have a collection of ones that are just kind of checked off. But if it is one that has been damaged or something that has happened to that particular Chromebook, it needs to be identified. Remember that we are no longer using the Acer Chromebooks. If something happens to it, or if something happens to your Acer tablets, that you do not fill out a help desk ticket, because those will not be repaired or replaced. I put a copy of the cost matrix in here so that you can identify on that sheet how much is owed if there's a device that needs to be replaced, or if there's a device that had a cracked screen or something that was broken that can be repaired. And so know that those prices could possibly change based on the vendors that are being used at the time. So that's just something to be aware of. This timeline, the dates will let you know when to have things ready and checked in and checked out. So those dates may be adjusted. So just kind of keep an eye on that. And it just kind of gives you some additional support and resources when it comes to your timeline for the end of the year Chromebook closeout. And then there's also a link to the handbook and the administration guidelines, so that way you have that available to you. If the end of the year procedures are followed correctly, then the beginning of the school year distribution should be a piece of cake. The only thing that may be the most difficult part is that if your school does not already have a coding system, that you all create a coding system for your school so that you'll know that a certain grade level has a certain color sticker, and or a certain grade level is working with a certain heart number. So that way you'll know who to go to if there is something missing or if there's something that is wrong. Um, Also, the other part of it is that when you are checking out Chromebooks, that there may be some items that are already checked out to a student. But like I said, if the end of the year is done correctly, you shouldn't run into these problems. But if you do, if there is a Chromebook that you're checking out and a student is it's already checked out to a student, do not override that. You need to check that Chromebook or that device back into the system and then check it out to the system to the student that you're checking it out to. The other part is if you are trying to check in or check out a Chromebook and you see that it is showing up at a different school site, do not override. Make sure that you put a sticky note or something on that Chromebook as to what school it belongs to, put it on the side, and you can give it to your district tech facilitator to make sure that that device gets to another campus. Uh, and then that way we'll make sure that we're not messing up their inventory as well as not messing up your inventory. So that is something that we've run into as we've been assisting schools with checking in the Chromebooks. And so this last part is just a factor of, because we don't want to wait until the very end of the school year, we are suggesting that at the end of each 9 weeks, there is a Chromebook inspection, just as far as cleaning the Chromebooks and the cases, inspecting it just to see if anything is broken or not working, or what condition it's in, if any labels need to be replaced, and then also to just kind of complete those forms as far as if one needs to be uh, turned into IT for repairs, or if there are some charges that the parents need to be aware of for them. So I know that that was a lot, but we just want to make sure that the Chromebook check-in and check-out procedures are kind of streamlined so that that way it makes the job that much easier on each of you all when they come to you. So if you properly train your teachers on how to do this, then by the time that they turn them into you, your job should be that much easier. So I hope this was helpful to you all. Like I said, again, I know that you all are constantly getting new materials in. The materials that you would send to me would be either technology devices or textbook materials, and I will be able to assist you in any way possible. And if I don't have the answer, I will definitely find the answer for you. So that will conclude my information about Destiny Resource Manager.
All right, you guys. Thank y'all once again for listening to our September STF meeting. Before we wrap up for today, just to let you guys know, look out for an announcement and or email. We are going to start a librarian council just to kind of get some feedback from them regarding DRM, as well as an STF council. So individuals selected, whoever apply will select those individuals. You're eligible for an additional small stipend, keyword small, because we're on a budget, but we will use you guys to kind of look through any of our initiatives, give us feedback on anything that we may want to roll out to the district, and just kind of be that extra person, like an extra, just a brain for us to kind of pick and get any feedback, ideas, and you can give us any suggestions from a school level perspective. That'll be for the librarian, for DRM, as well as an STF. So additional information will come out about that in a couple of weeks. So look out for that. And if that is not, if that's it, I should say, we are done for today. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in for today's STF meeting. If you need anything, please contact your assigned district facilitator. Thank you guys.